Hello and welcome, and again another video for you. This is obviously in light of the previous video I made regarding the assisted dying bill that went through. It went through on Friday, and of course the next bit of this is the House of Lords, which I have to approve it or not, and so there is time. What I want to show you is all of these sort of safeguards. These are amendments that were rejected and not included, and a lot of them are basically very important. I mean, there's one here which is Amendment 43 to require proof of non-coercion, and this obviously needs to have witness signatures. That's been rejected. So somebody can be coerced into assisted dying and actually not want to do it. And we all know what happened 5 years ago when we had that medical medical intervention that took place. People were forced to take it. Well, I say forced. They were given two choices. You either take it and carry on with your life, or you don't take it, and then you lose whatever you lose, basically. So most of the people would say, yeah, right, I take it. But they were being coerced. It was ethically wrong anyway, but these are very, very important safeguards. They have basically rejected, and they're not part of the actual bill. You could argue that Keir Starmer is just another Nazi, because this is all what happened in that second conflict that we had, the minor disagreement in 1945, basically with disabled and those undesirables being sent to a camp where they are terminated. Action T4, you may remember what it was called, and not a good time for anybody who was disabled, ill, or undesirable. Certainly we are in a scary time for where we are with Labour, because they seem to be going down that route. And we've already had the Tories, which was austerity, which they obviously have documented to be responsible for killing at least 250,000 people by their actions, indirectly or directly. There is a huge amount of people who have lost their lives in various ways. That is not me saying it, that is actually documented evidence of that. And certainly when you get the UN Convention, the raconteur coming over several times, at least 3 times, and telling the government they are doing things illegally, and the government just say, oh, well, all right, well, yeah, all right, then, thank you. Yeah, we'll just carry on with what we're doing. And that's what they've done. Amendment 64, to bar eligibility if the patient feels that they are a burden whose death would alleviate inconvenience or financial hardship for others. I mean, who in their right mind would not want that as a safeguard? So it's basically saying that if somebody decides to go for this assisted dying, that they're only doing it because somebody said, oh, well, you know, you cost too much, or you basically feel like you're too much of an inconvenience, or too much hassle for to be looked after, or whatever. And that's a reason it would be a safeguard. But it's not in there. It's not in the bill. Right, that's it. I would remind you please to watch the video and like and share, and also the other video, which has had hardly any views whatsoever, and it's basically below 100, and anything below 100 is a complete waste of time. So please support the channel. It's not just about DWP stories. All of these stories affect you as people. They're very, very important. And anybody says that they don't need to know or they agree with all of this, then I think you're in the wrong spot. To oblige the doctor to ask the patient why they want to be euthanized. Interesting. Right, that's it. Have a very good day. Bye for now. Oh, hello. Sorry to interrupt the video. Just to say that if you're interested in and keen to watch new episodes before they come out, the best way to do that is become a Patreon. And you can do that very simply. Just go over to patreon.com/Andy Wright Online and sign up for a monthly donation, which can be as small as $5. Which is hardly anything. If you think about it, you can probably get a cup of Costa coffee if you're lucky. But $5 a month will allow you access to all of the videos that I'm going to be bringing out in the next few months. And you will get them at least a week early, so you can entertain yourself with the new episodes. Sorry to bother you, but now back to the video.